Hey y'all, how are you all doing? Come on in. I hope that all my ladies who are here are really excited about this content that's going to be in this video, which is 10 palettes that could be used for fall. And if you are new, thank you so much for coming in. My name is Renee. This is Blessed and Beautiful, and we love having visitors here. I hope that the content that you hear today is informational and, entertaining too. I like to get, make you laugh every now and then. And I hope that you get some good ideas to slay some looks during the fall. Now, what I did was I got together 10 palettes out of my collection that I feel have colors that are inspiring for fall. They're going to have golds and purples and yellows and oranges, some reds, maybe even some pops of green that would just make us think about fall. What kind of fall looks do you like? Tell me about it down in the comment below. Are you like the sunset type of eye look, or something more dramatic like what I have on my eyelids today? Tell me what you like to do for fall. It's also a good time to do nude and cool toned palettes as well. And if I have time, because I'm moving in between, I wanted to do another video on some of the more muted cool tone palettes, but I wanted to make sure I got this video out to you before I started packing, so that by the time I settle down in my new space, it'll almost be time for winter. So I said, let me get this video to you quickly. All right, now before I get started, y'all, this is one of the palettes that I want to talk about today, and I used it for my eye look. This is the Juvia's Nomad palette, and when I got this palette, I was so just like surprised. I am a colorful type of person. I want oranges and blues and pinks and purples. And this palette, I don't have to fold it back. They don't have mirrors. That's a beautiful woman here though. But look at these colors. Now, this does make me think of fall because of these golds, these browns that they have here, and this grungy green that it has right here. So it definitely makes me think about fall. But I'm surprised that I wanted to try this palette. Now this here is speaking to me. This gold, that's what I used to line that olive green color on my eyes. And it's beautiful, and it just is so easy, and the formula, amazing, just effortless. The only reason it took me so long to do this look is that these are not colors that I normally would choose, and so I had to keep applying it and changing up the way that they were applied, just to be satisfied with the look. I really do like what I made today, but it took so long, so I have to play with this more and get used to more cool tone muted looks, especially since it is fall. This palette is the Nomad palette, and it costs $15 right now. Yes, so Juvia's is having a friends and family sale, which is so funny because I just purchased palettes during their last sale that they had, and I'm like, look, Juvia's, I don't have any more money, sorry. But anyway, this palette I thought was like $10, but now it's $15. It's not included in the sale. Now you can find this on other websites like Ulta, eBay, may even see it on Amazon, I'm not for sure, but the prices will vary. But right now this one is $15 on the website for Juvia's. Okay, what else do I have on my face? I did use the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating foundation, and I'm still getting used to this because, as I said the last time I used this, it's just liquidy. It's just watery. It's a very loose foundation, but once it dries, I like it. And plus, when I use my setting powders and everything with it, then I end up liking the look. For my eye look, I did another cut crease where you see this yellow, and I have a gold glitter eyeliner that I used to line that gold. And I also used this Laura Geller Line and Define Dual Dimension eyeliner, and I'm trying to get used to this, the size of this. It is a liquid eyeliner, but look at how you can hold it, and it gives you so much more control of the lines that you're making. So I was able to make this very dramatic cat eye. So I really like this look, and I'm glad that I stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I'm hoping that's something that I can get you all to do by looking at these palettes. Okay, so that was number one. Number two is the Ace Beauty. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm still in Juvia's. The Nubian 2. This is a palette that has some very nice colors. Their pans are larger. Look at this. I love these. Look at the shimmers. Even the shimmers, although they're like that shimmery, beautiful, it still gives you that fall feeling. I'm liking the jewel tones and the pops of brown in here that you could kind of use if you want to go more nude and just have one pop of color. You can do that with this palette as well. But if you are someone who likes color, I mean, look, there's still color here. There's this beautiful green, and this is my favorite up here. It's called Ya. And goodness, look at this blue. These are beautiful. And they do have some mattes in here. I'm going to swatch this Morocco. Now, I can't remember what was here, but I dropped this palette twice and it just couldn't hold on anymore. The color was Nairobi, and actually it has a little bit in there. You could probably use it as a pop in your inner corner. So, let me get that off. I want to tell you also that the colors that I chose for each of these palettes, they are so pigmented. And I mean, I am going through so many wipes trying to get these colors off of my hands. So I use as swatches. Sometimes when I'm not sure how I want the colors to look on my eye, I will swatch them on my skin and kind of play around and see what goes with what, and then that gives me a better idea of what I want to do and where I want to place the colors on my eyes for my look. So, you know, once I do that, there's just color everywhere. So, who's ready for fall? I wasn't ready at first. I was kind of like, well, I just got used to it being summer because, you know, with everything going on the way it is, you know, we're not like out and about as much as we were, you know, normally. And so it's like summer kind of slipped by, and now it's gotten cooler. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's October, which is my birthday month. So I'm really excited because my birthday is coming up next Saturday. So excited. So moving on. So those were the Juvia's palettes. And oh, this palette here, original price is $28. Okay. All right. So that's those two palettes. Let's move on to Cara Beauty. And that will be these two palettes here. So from Cara Beauty, I have the Galaxy palette and I have Orange Pop. Okay, let's start with Orange Pop. This is $14.99 on Cara Beauty's website. That's their normal price. And here is the palette. It's called Orange Pop. Now, although this came out during the summer, I don't think it's only a summer palette, but it does have like a lot of bright colors in the collection. There is a nice mirror here. There's two others in the collection. There's an orange one, a purple one, and then there's one that's kind of like green and blue. They're all very pretty. But this one is called Orange Pop, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness. While it is summer, it is something that we can use for fall. Look at all of these bright yellows and oranges up here. Now, as you go down, deeper orange and deeper golds here. And then down on the bottom, you have these browns. And I mean, these definitely can be used in the fall. And then, you know, if you're someone who's like, I gotta stay with the deeper tones, this whole bottom two rows, excellent. But you can add on these golds because there are some trees that have yellow leaves on them as they're changing over from summer to fall. And so I believe all of these would be great for you to use. And then look at the glitters here. I mean, I know it's not summer anymore, but these are beautiful and can always be used to elevate your look, give you something a little bit more glamorous. Or if you like me and just like to have glitter and color, this is like my everyday type of thing. So I just love this. Oh, if you didn't see my other video where I talked about these two palettes, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I mean, it is amazing. And on the website, Cara Beauty, this is being sold at $27.99. Now, it originates for like $34, I believe. It's on sale for $27.99. But I got this one from TJ Maxx for probably $7. Oh my goodness, when I saw this, I was like, yes, I want that palette. And I have used this once. I was going to use it tonight, but I had already felt like I put enough glitter on here. I want to, you know, blow y'all out, you know, with all my glitter and blind you and stuff. So I was like, I'll save that for another look. Let me tell you, these inner corner highlights, you can use it on your lid. You can also be creative and use them. People are going outside of the eye area now. So you might want to use some, and you know, with your highlighter. There's so many different ways that you can use these. Don't feel like, you know, it only has to be a special occasion to use glitter. Be creative and come up with your own looks and use glitter, honey. Glitter is amazing. You know, if you want to slay, you know, and you like glitter, go right ahead. It's Slady approved, I'm telling you. All right, so next we're gonna look at Too Faced. So Too Faced had this Gingerbread Spice palette. Now, I know this is old, but if you have one where the colors are still, you know, work pretty well, then pull it out. I do see this on Amazon and on HSN running for like $45, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, Amazon had it for $42, but Too Faced doesn't have it on their website anymore. So if you like this, go to HSN, Amazon, or if you want to venture into eBay or Mercari, I'm sure that you can find this out there. So I don't want y'all to be like, she put that old palette up there and we can't even find that. You can find it. Now, here's the colors. Look at how beautiful they are. Move up a little bit so you can see these. Oh my goodness, I just love all the colors, and it smells like cookies. It never smelled like gingerbread to me, but it did smell like a cookie, and it still kind of has that smell. Now this is old. It's about 2 years old. It is one of my first high-end palettes, so I'm holding on to it for, you know, it's just sentimental to me. But you know, I'm going to use it as long as I can use it. Then when it seems like, no, you can't use it anymore, it'll still be there just because it was one of my first high-end palettes, okay? All right, so my favorite color in here, yeah, this is starting to be where it's starting to break down. It's not as good as it used to be. Figgy pudding. I don't even know what figgy pudding in, but the color is pretty. Yeah. Oh no, let's do bake it till you make it. Oh y'all, there's Hot Toddy. I forgot I like Toddy. I like this palette. Look at these colors. I mean, they are beautiful. Look at that. Bam, look at that. Woohoo. Yeah, and where is that? Ta-da! Look at that, y'all. I mean, these colors are amazing. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this palette again. I will tell you that the formula is starting to break down. So, but I did reach for this a lot when I first got it. I mean, I love this palette. And if you can find it, I'm sure you'll be able to slay and make some good looks, all right? Okay, is that it from Too Faced? Yes. All right, next is Ace Beaute. And I love this palette. Actually, I love Ace Beauty. Really, really like them. The formula in the palettes that they have, they all seem the same. Like they all have good formulas. And I have this, and I have the Oceanic, and then my sister has the new Nostalgia palette. They're all amazing. You always have a mirror. You always have this beautiful artwork on the front and on the box. And then just look at these colors. Oh my goodness. I got this in January, so I only used it a couple of times because not too long after we got this, that's when the pandemic hit, and you know, I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't really use it as much. But it's amazing. It has a shelf life what's the shelf life? 12 months. So that means I can use it for another year and a half. But the formula is amazing, and I know I'll get some more good looks out of this, and I do plan to. Now look at all these oranges here and these golds, just beautiful. And there are some pops of blue in there. This color right here, it comes out almost like a baby blue silvery color, and these two together, I'm telling you, you don't think that it would, but they all go together, and they just all come out amazing. Do I have a shimmer? Yeah, let me take that. So wait a minute. So there you are. Look at the pigmentation. Beautiful. So I know that you can slay some looks with this palette, and this palette is on Ace Beauty for $34.99. And I like Revolution. I like everything. I know sometimes you have to build up colors to make them. It's not that easy, you know, one swipe and oh, it's working, but I've been able to work with them all and create some good looks. So here are two that I suggest for fall looks. The first one is this Revolution Neon Shadow Palette, and this is called Not a Dream. It is a 9-pan palette, and they have some neon colors in here. Some of them seem neon, and some of them to me seem like, you know, it's not as bright, and I could still use them for some other looks. And there are shimmers and mattes in this palette, and this costs $9. You can find this at Ulta. You can also find it on the Revolution Beauty website for $9 as well. I'm telling you, I like this palette. The colors are beautiful. And did I get that pink? Yeah. So I like it. Beautiful. They don't have any names for the colors, but again, there are 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. And I believe that these are very, very pretty and will get you ready for fall. This one is called the Revolution Hotdog palette. And at first I was like, here we go with the food theme again. But when we opened it in the store, there's a mirror. There's a very nice mirror. The thing I don't like about these are the packaging. Now the hot dog is cute on the front. It has the mustard and all that. Okay, I get that. But this is plastic, and this mirror feels like it's gonna pop out at any moment. Ciate also has a palette made the same way. I really like the cardboard palettes better. And I don't know if this is cheaper, and I say that because this is an 18 shade palette. 18 shades, $15. $15. That's it. This is a steal right here. And let me tell you that I'm going to cover this up with the gingerbread spice, so I'm going to blind you all. Let me tell you that these colors for me work very well. Some you do have to build up, you do, but you still get some really good looks from this palette. Everything here speaks fall to me. Now the theme for this is like at the fairgrounds, or you're on a roller coaster, you know, on a roller coaster at like an amusement park. They talk about carnivals, fairs, those type of things. And you have to get your mind past the food names. So I'm gonna show you this color right here. This was the first one that I was drawn to, and I was like, oh, that color is beautiful. The name of the color is Ketchup. So I'm putting this color on my eyes, and I'm like, I'm putting ketchup on my eyes. So I kind of had to make myself get past the hot dog nuance food names. Once I was able to get past that, it was easier to do an eye look from this palette. There we go. All right, now I'm not going to use every shade in here, and I probably would not use this color as much. It might look better on my eyes than it does on the back of my hand, but I mean, the other three are beautiful, and all four of them remind me, I mean, definitely they remind me of fall. Mojito and Strawberry Daiquiri from Beauty Crop. Okay, now these were in a vault, which comes like this, and it has 4 shadow palettes inside, and it says volume 1, so I'm really wondering what volume 2 is going to have inside of it, and I'm waiting with bated breath. So just always wanted to say that. The Mojito palette is a green palette. There's no mirror, so I can't blind people, but I chose this because they're darker greens, more cool toned. And I mean, these colors are amazing. Look at this color here. This is like a olive green, and look at that. That's green, but it is dark. Yeah, but I was saying that, you know, you see those darker greens in the leaves when they're, you know, about to make their fall. From the trees down to the ground, it's such a beautiful time. I always feel like the trees are putting on beautiful dresses and getting ready for a fall party with all those beautiful colors. That's just the analogy that I used. Okay, I didn't see dresses on the trees, just in case you were wondering. All right, so these are the colors. Very, very beautiful, and that's from the Mojito palette. And from the Strawberry Daiquiri palette, we have a lot of reds and burgundies. So here's the palette, and while there are a lot of pinks and this glitter, it looks like cotton candy with the pinky and the purple, up in this area you have all these burgundies here, and these what is that called? Oh gosh, what is that called? The coral colors. Yeah, these all work well together. And because you're bringing in those darker colors, you know, maybe if coral and peachy colors are, you know, your thing, you can bring in some burgundies and some deeper reds to kind of make that transition into fall while still wearing some of your brighter favorite colors. So the formula for these is very, very nice. Swatch down here. Most of that color. Okay, and you can also mix this green with this color, you know, mix them up in 2 different palettes, but they're from the same company, so you know they have the same formulas that you're working with. You can put them together. Oh wow, that would be beautiful. I'm thinking about, like, when we get together, well, we won't be able to do that this year. We'll have to Zoom. I was gonna say, you know, when we get together for Thanksgiving dinner, I always try to wear, like, you know, some fall colors, but I'm gonna have to Zoom this year. What do you all think about that? Are you all making plans for Thanksgiving this year? And what is that gonna look like with your family? Have you decided to still get together? Or are you gonna do Zoom? And what are you all doing? Is it just going to be a smaller amount of people at your home? You know, let me know, because our family's been talking about it, and I think we're going to Zoom. But we kind of need some ideas how to do it and how to make it interesting and, you know, still a lively family event. All right, so that was Beauty Crop. I think that's it. Oh my goodness, I went through that fast. We're on our last one. This is the Jackie Aina palette from ABH. This is my first ABH palette, and it's so beautiful, y'all. The packaging for one is beautiful in the box, and then this palette is kind of like puffy is the best way I can say it, almost quilted. And then here's Jackie Aina, that's her signature, and I mean, this is just gorgeous. And I chose this palette. It has a nice mirror here, but I chose this palette because of these. Look at those beautiful colors. I mean, that purple is like a jewel tone, and they're just beautiful. And I'm also looking at this brown and these little shimmers that they have of cool tones to them. Just brown shimmers. Wow, I mean, I'm just blown away. Now, I got this in the summer, and I did use it to do 1 or 2 looks. But when I pulled it out again, I was like, yes, this is fall. Now, this has this pink color here, but it just goes so well with everything that is here. And they're very pigmented. And I just know that you'll be able to do a lot of great looks with this palette. And I mean, when you just look at these colors, they're all very fall inspired looks. So this palette is on sale. No, not as it was on sale for $31.50, but it is now out of stock. And I don't know if and when they're going to get them back. Will they keep this sale price, or will they go back to the $45? And then if you don't want to wait for the sale for them to come back from, what is it called, restocking. You don't want to wait for them to restock. They do have it at Beauty Bay for about $40 to $45, and some other websites as well. So we've come to the end. We talked about all of them. That was quick. So ladies, I hope that I've given you some good information about ways that you can slay as we enter into fall. Look around in your stash and see what palettes may have some of those darker tones, some of those deeper colors that will take you gradually into fall. And if you don't have any and you're interested in any of these, I hope that I've given you good information on where you can find these palettes and about what prices they would be when you're ready to purchase them. And that's it. So I hope that you do some great and amazing slayed fall looks. So as we say around here, whether it is day or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, I hope that it is good. Don't forget to slay, ladies. And oh, I said that wrong again. Don't forget to pray. Do that first. That's first. Like when you first wake up in the morning, you pray. So that's number 1. All right. Don't forget to pray, because we really need it. Don't forget to slay with your fall looks, with the Hotdog palette. Don't forget to slay. And don't forget to vote. All right, ladies and visitors, that's it. I hope that you all subscribe and you touch that bell. And I just thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you all will be in my next video. All right, bye.